Welcome to Shyzabox. Here's your host. Oh yeah! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Whoa, girl! Whoa! Whoa! And the horse you rode in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one, welcome all. We have got a show for you today. I mean, we absolutely do. If we didn't, we wouldn't be having one. But because we do, we were thinking to ourselves, we were like, hey, selves, what's something that sounds kind of interesting and everything like that? And we were like, something that sounds super interesting is having a party. And you might be saying, no one wants to invite you, and that's fine, right? But it seems like there may exist or be in existence a party or a certain party of types that one Elon of the Musk is talking about getting going and getting kicked into gear. All right? Now, a lot of stuff comes with that. You can approach it a couple different directions. You can be like, wow, that's a really bad idea because there's, the two-party system, the uniparty system, right? And, MAGA's taken over the Republican-esque party, and, the Democratic Party is, whatever is going on over there. I don't know. Like we had mentioned yesterday, we are not a political channel or anything like that. But, you know what we are open-minded to? Someone swaying us to join a different party. Because we've been registered libertarians for, decades upon more than a decade. So if a new party's rolling out and they're like, hey, we're going to do stuff better than the Libertarian Party's been doing it, then, that sounds like maybe a potential party to us. And it might not be a party people want us to go to necessarily, but we wouldn't be surprised if Elon of the Musk would like as many people going to his party as possible currently. And if there's someone we know could potentially throw a party, it's Elon Musk. If he hires someone else to throw it for him, especially someone who knows what they're doing party-wise. I wonder if any recent celebrity party affiliate creators and things of that nature are recently freed up from, I don't know, court or jail or anything like that, and they could be hired to throw a party for Elon of the Musk for launching his new party of the America Party. So, I don't know, just something to think about. But there's a couple ways that you can approach and think about a new America Party rolling out or being in existence, okay? Does it compete with the other parties that have been on the block for as long as they've been on the block for? Well, obviously, you have a lot of folks that seem a little not happy with Elon and his, deciding to do, creating a new party that kind of goes against his little team up with, the big DT, right? So, it's just going to be interesting to see what happens and what we're looking for to happen. Like we said, we've registered libertarians and things of that nature since, before Obama was ever in office. Drink a Guinness? Well, we don't have one currently, but we do have Go Juice, which helps us go faster to end this? No, it helps us go through stuff. Not well. We didn't say it works. But we don't have a Guinness right now. We do have this, a Go Juice. And what we are thinking of going to do is listen to maybe Elon of the Musk and hear what he has to say. Listen and see what his, talking points are and what the advantage of joining a third party would be. Because like we said, we have no strings attached to anything in the Libertarian Party currently. We're willing to jump ship. We sell out super fast. Everyone was talking about elections being purchased and bought. No one bought our vote, which is illegal. I don't think you can do that, so it's a good thing. See, feds, we didn't break the law at all. Anyhow, Elon of the Musk deciding to roll out a party, you know, to us, kind of sounds like a party. I wonder if, like, the first 10,000 people who sign up for it get a free Tesla. If so, fucking hell yeah, I'm the new America party all the way, Elon of the Musk. You see, we're covering it almost ones of firsts. Well, not really. Surely other people have talked about it, and far better than we have. But if there's a free car involved, especially a new one, send that shit our way. Hell yeah. Where do we sign, Elon of the Musk? On the hood of the new Tesla? Send it with the paperwork. And so help us if that car drives the fuck off after we sign it. We're not going to be happy. But what we would be happy with is a free new Tesla for joining the America party, you know? There's no, like, strings attached to it, right? Like, we don't have to be active and participate or anything, right? Or do work or volunteer, you know? The courts tell people to volunteer all the time in the way of community service. So we don't really want to volunteer for a new party, a new political party that's joining up. We don't even volunteer for the ones that have been in existence as long as they have. Like we said, where are going to be the talking points? What is Elon of the Musk going to do to bring forward and present his case and his argument for why everyone should go hang out with him? Why everyone should go to his party and, you know, partake in being a member of it, if they so choose to become a member of it. Is there ever really a good time to roll out something as nationwide as a new political entity or organization? If you are talking about trying to do something to compete with the parties that have been around for decades and decades, then you are going to have to do something extremely special, and it's going to take a lot of pretty much cash. And if there's someone who has a lot of pretty much cash, it's Elon of the Musk. So we're willing to hear what he has to say. We're willing to hear what anyone has to say. You know, it comes down to, is the message relevant to us? Does it resonate in our lives? Does it make sense for us to swap from the Libertarian Party, pretty much lifelong members, stuff? You wasted your whole vote all of these years. Ha! Both sides are welcome, you uniparty bastards. That's what you get. You are one party the whole time. Turns out libertarians were right. No, they weren't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Only like one of them was. It was us. Hold on. Management's calling us. What do you want? We were on time. We're doing the show. Yeah. What do you mean we can't back up any of these claims? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, that's dumb. All right, stop interrupting the show. Fucking management. Act like they know how to run the place better than us. But apparently we can't substantiate any of the claims that we made, so pretend like the last minute and a half didn't happen. Let's pretend like we're just starting the thing now. Elon of the Musk is rolling out a new party. I wonder if it'll be fun. Will they have disco balls? Will they have streamers? Maybe some Christmas lights hung up. They don't have to be Christmas color lights. Hey, you can do all one color, all right? Maybe it'll look festive and decorative. I don't know. I guess we'll just see what he has to say about it when he has something to say about it. Or maybe he's already laid out an entire, platform and everything like that, and we're just behind the times because we don't, read or keep up with the times. We are boomers, after all. But we're boomer enough to know that there's talk of a new political party arising up in the ranks and the masses from the Elon of the Musk. Well, that sounds like something that we should talk about. No, you shouldn't. What? Well, okay, fair enough. What did I just stumble onto? Oh, man. If you stumbled onto this, boy, are your algorithms screwed up. And if you clicked on this, you're going to want to clear your cache sooner than later. Hello and hi. There's no telling. Pretty much you get crap here, okay? If this is your first time, welcome all ones of you. There's a thing called internet celebrities, okay? And we're one of them, okay? Now, hold on. Wait. Get your fingers off that downvote. You wait until... Okay, well, fuck it. Go ahead, hit it now. It doesn't matter. But what you do have to realize is that there can't be a bajillion internet celebrities, okay? But we are one of them, and we claim the shittiest ground floor level possible, okay? With that comes all of the accolades affiliated with being a celebrity, but everything else that you watch aside from us is better. And you have to start somewhere. There has to be a ground floor level. AI's taking over. That content is far better than anything else that we could ever hope to do, so we have to... crap. Anyhow, speaking of crap, Elon Musk is rolling out a new thing, but we're falling behind from all ones of these chats coming in. Oh man, slow down. Apparently they are. Joke's on you, I'm broke. Well, good, we don't want your money. We want YouTube's money. Shh, don't tell them. All we have to do is reach the parameters for them to start giving it to us with their shitty ads. So you don't gotta give us a buck. Hell, we don't even got $1 to give you either. Wish we did, but we don't. But what we do know is that YouTube's sitting on all that shit. And we're thinking we might be able to get some of that cheese. If... people accidentally subscribe to this, or say you're going to work or you're going to bed, you click on one of our longer videos and you just mute it and don't watch it. We just need the view times in hours. Shh, don't tell YouTube that. They want us to try and reach certain quotas in order for them to try and give us money. And whilst it'll be fractions of pennies at a time, that's money. Shit, you think we don't stop and bend down and pick up a penny if we see it? We're cheap as shit. We're boomers. You gotta keep that in mind. It's like, who put this penny here? They're not making them anymore. What? Who's not making pennies anymore? What the hell? Oh man, our economy must not be good in some regard. I don't know. Or maybe they're just fucking, we don't need this shit anymore. What? They were losing money on making them or something like that? That sounds like a bad business deal. Losing money to make something and then just fucking no one cares about it. They just spike it on the ground. Oh, we're missing ones of chats? Give me that skull mug now. Oh. Okay, here, touch it. Touch it through the screen. There you go. Yes, Oh, you. I don't know where some of you internet folks have been. The internet is a crazy place after all. Anyhow, yes, we hope that you got your touch on. But we kind of don't. We're drinking out of this right now. Anyhow, Elon of the Musk, he's rolling out a new party. You sound like you could have been a character on Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, not only could we have been a character on Pirates of the Caribbean, but we would have loved for them to give us money to be one. And, if we're being honest, we would have taken it from them. So, excellent point. Thank you for the ones of chat. Yes. All right, what else? Well, an Irish character anyway, and I don't mean to be the R word or anything when I say that. Well, I don't think you are being. I don't even know what that even means, but, everyone should be nice to each other. That's what we feel. And everyone should be. So there you go. And speaking of being nice, it would be nice if Elon Musk would give a free car to everyone endorsing his new platform and his new party, his new political organization. Hell, Elon will take your car. I mean, free, right? But, that's just how it goes. What we are excited for, though, is a little bit of a shakeup in the political realm. Like we said, and like we are, not a political channel here. We're not going to be diving into this. Hell, unless it starts, shit, if this is where it starts coming from, whatever. But, we do all sorts of stuff here. All sorts of stuff probably no one wants to see. But we do it for all those who also don't want to see it. So, it's out there. Sometimes it's poetry. Sometimes it's not poetry. Sometimes it's just a random topic or a, trip down memory lane. Sometimes boomers just ramble and don't shut up for a while. So it could be any ones of those things, or nones of those. You never know what you get, but what you definitely know you get is the crappiest celebrity on the internet, right here. We call dibs. We claims it. Everything else is better. But there has to be a ground floor level of crap. Okay? There has to be. Or else, if there wasn't a ground floor level of crap, you know how much stuff would suck? More than just this. A lot of stuff would suck. And trust me, you don't want a lot of stuff to suck. You just need to embrace the little suck there is. So, ground floor level here. Anyhow, I'm not endorsing anything of Elon's, but I will gladly take a brand new sports car. Excellent! Well, I hope that the first 10,000 people get a brand new sports of the car from Elon of the Musk. And if that's the case, Elon, we call dibs! Send us our fucking form to sign up on. And, we're excited for it. If we get a new car. Otherwise, why would we take the time to fill out some paperwork unless it really spoke and resonated with us? And that's what Elon has to really present to all of America. In essence, he wants the America party. You wanna take people from Democratic parties and Republican parties and MAGA parties and, like us, libertarian parties. No, don't take them. Fucking no. Elon's gonna probably want anyone he can get. We're willing to volunteer. If it resonates with us, if it speaks with us. Is it the new Libertarian Party because the Libertarian Party had turned to crap? Maybe. Maybe not. But we will attempt to try and keep up with some aspects, some iota, some way, shape, or form of how Elon is going about to shake up the political world and try and turn it on its head. It has been a uniparty-esque Democrat-Republican, party system for so long that maybe perhaps the system being shaken on its head by a massive injection of a brand new party that may or may not take off and be successful, may never get one single person into office. But if there is one thing that third parties are very good at doing, it's disrupting shit. That 1 to 3% can take its toll in any election. It can come from either side. It can go to either side. We pretty much know that we sell out in a heartbeat for whatever. So, present your case, Elon of the Musk. Present your case. We will listen. And you may be able to sway us with some of that fancy new technology SpaceX keeps rolling out. Whoa! I don't know. But we'll keep it in mind. We can be swayed pretty easily. Could be pretty fancy. Oh man, this country's screwed. What? No, don't worry about it. It's not even a big deal. And you lost me. Good. Don't worry about being lost. Because it's when you're lost that you're able to be found. And we can talk in circles all day and say, hey, Elon of the Musk, lay out your platform, lay out your party. And you could be like, okay, I follow that. I see that you're telling Elon to lay out his platform, to lay out what he wants people to sign up for, what they want him to get on board with, and, what Tesla he wants everyone to climb into. And depending on how many people join that party, someone's going to have to sit on your lap, Elon, and if it's down to us, we better get a car out of that deal. We had better get a car out of that deal. Now, we're not saying we wouldn't do it without getting a car out of the deal, but we would be incentivized definitely to. So, don't worry about being lost, because, like we said, it's when you're lost that you actually become found. And you might not think that you found everything that you were looking for because you were lost, but then, obviously, you would be found, and lost again, and refound, and then you would have come full circle. So, that should have cleared all of that up for you, hopefully. And we know that it did. So, moving on. What kind of party is Elon Musk looking to throw? Is there going to be pizza? Are there going to be banquets? Are there going to be televised speeches? Who are the big entities, if he pays us off aside from us, that are going to be supporting this new organization that he wants to take some of the organic grassrooty stuff from, right? There's no way of telling, no way of knowing if it's going to, be everything that someone wants it to be as far as offerings without Elon just laying that shiznit out. So, that's what we're kind of waiting on. Let's see if anyone else has any hot takes on all ones of these comments coming in. Why would Elon make a third government party? We already have the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Well, excellent point, and very good question. If we could answer that, being not a very good political pundit or a political channel at all, we would venture to say it's because Elon is a little frustrated with how things went down between him and his best friend. It's like they gotten a little bit of a tizzy, and they're not seeing eye to eye. And it really comes down to think of stuff like, why do new religious affiliations and organizations and religions form? Okay? Look at Catholicism and the Protestantism, okay? You got, who was it, Martin Luther, or what? We could be entirely wrong too. We're not experts and we're not fact checking any of this. So just kind of go with it. It's a vague, rough thing. Look at how religious affiliations, organizations spin off of a main idea because they don't agree with an aspect of it. So they inherently start their own thing. So when Elon of the Musk and Donald of the Trump aren't getting along, seeing eye to eye on, either cuts on spending and or stuff and hoops that Elon's going to have to jump through to get electric vehicles in the hands of everyone. And we'll tell you this, pretty much the only way he'll get it in our hands is if he has one of those bastards drive up to us and gives it to us for free. Because that shit's expensive. And if he wants another way of doing it, he could give us a shit ton of money and we'll fucking go buy one. But we're not going to venture out and buy a Tesla, but we will listen to what Elon has to say because we're okay with a political party shakeup. The point might not be to get a candidate in office. The point might just be to draw attention to the ones or twos of topics that he has a point of contention with the Trump administration or DT himself. They might not see eye to eye on everything, and so because it's so important to him and because he wants it to be a number one speaking platform, or point on a platform, he wants to shake up the system and make a new party that strictly talks about X, Y, or Z. And as soon as the Democrats or the Republican Party picks up his big talking point and what the main reason for whatever separation and creation of a third party in his mind is, in theory, as soon as the Democratic Party or the Republican Party pick up and start supporting that idea, then Elon of the Musk, as well as anyone who was a fan of the topic X, Y, or Z that ends up being the main staple talking point of the platform, then they very well might jump ship from there and then join up again with the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, depending on which party picks up said talking point. Now, Is that necessarily true? Well, not so much, but look at what always happens, mainly with folks like libertarians and stuff like that, okay, which we've been for decades and decades now. With the Libertarian Party, there's always aspects of it that we, our voting cards are all over the place, right? It's like we're doing a design. Abacadabra on a Scantron. Are we right? Yes. You get like a 60 or a 70. I don't know. Abacadabra. Don't do that. That's not how it works. That's not how it's supposed to work. The point is that with how Elon can potentially bring out and roll out an entire party, they can scoop up the third party, interested affiliates to join it, and then they can make a main talking point and then try and get picked up by one of the bigger parties again and hopefully go from there. But time will tell, and we'll see what the main talking points of the New America Party will be. Will it be enough to garner a following to where it's even a relevant, point of conversation? You still have the Green Party and, independents and obviously libertarians around there somewhere, doing whatever we do. Not working together. Obviously, everyone's kind of doing their own thing. That's how the party's designed. We don't get anywhere. But that's why our stuff's always all over the place. Because it gets to be all over the place. So, my cat Leo won't get off me. Well, bless. Well, we hope that your cat Leo gets off you if you want him to. Otherwise, scratch behind his ears maybe. He's looking for a pet or something. I don't know. Or a treat. Maybe he's hungry. I don't know. When do you feed your cat? That's kind of your business, but if he won't get off your lap, you tell Leo. You say, Leo, I'm either going to scratch you behind your ears or you're looking for a treat or attention or some food or something. And then, you just kind of do your thing, take care of your cat from there. So, best of luck with that. Just like we kind of want to wish best of luck to Elon of the Musk with his endeavors and his New America Party. A lot of people don't want him to do it. A lot of people are confused by why he would do it. But we're okay with shaking up the system. We love turning and putting some things on its head. We're not opposed to sowing a little chaos and disorganization. There's many aspects of politics that need to have a shakeup on more occasions than when it does. It needs to have more stuff that sticks out and goes through. It needs to have, just more to it. And what we're looking forward to is Elon of the Musk coming out with the platform of the party and kind of going from what he's looking to get out of it. Because once we know that, we'll see where we stand on it. We're open-minded to it. So, if you want to get out of here now before us, now's your chance. But we will be dip setting fairly soon. So unless you want to interact with a crappy internet celebrity, which now you may, ask your questions or anything like that. Otherwise, we will be getting out of here. But you might be able to sway us into staying around for a little longer. Should it strike us as something we feel like doing. We've said pretty much all we can without Elon Musk coming out with his, party platform and what he's looking to get out of it and things like that. For now, he's got a few people talking, a couple people looking into it. We've been looking into it as far as, okay, we haven't looked into it that much. But what we will do is look into it. And we'll also look into what it's going to stand for, what it's going to have. But what we can't stand for is all of these footprints on our yard. So we don't need your subscription. We want your money. So downvote the shit out of this and give us a buck. Get off our lawn.